Hi there, this is Robert Simon from Wallboard, and in this show today I would like to talk about the e-ink, the ePaper devices. Before we jump into the e-ink technology, let's talk about the classic screen technologies, the LCDs and also the OLED technologies. The LCD technology means that there is an LCD screen in front of a backlight, and that backlight consumes power all the time when the screen is on, because it has to light through the LCD screen, and the LCD screen will cover the backlight, and that's why there are no deep blacks, for example, in LCD screens. So without powering, the LCD screen doesn't work. The OLED screen uses billions of micro LEDs, and those micro LEDs are lighting independently from each other. So it also needs power for displaying a screen or something dynamic content. In case of an e-ink device that you can see here next to me, this is a Sharp ePaper device. It is not even powered. It is not even plugged into the power. It means that it just needs power when you refresh the content on the screen. So when it is not powered, then it keeps the static image on the screen forever. Behind the screen, of course, you have to have some motherboard, some media player application that refreshes the screen, and the way or how it works is absolutely different from a classic media player application. And a classic media player application is, a micro PC is connected to the power, it is connected to the Wi-Fi network, it is in a continuous communication with the CMS server, getting information from the server, uploading information. Opposite to this, these e-ink devices are sleeping, waking up, connecting to the network, downloading the latest content, displaying it, and they go back to sleep again for maybe 24 hours if it is just a one-time wake-up time per day. These motherboards that are behind the e-ink device can be a microcontroller like an ESP32, or it can be an Android motherboard like Philips and Sharp are using behind it. So for them, you have to have not just a different logic in the client application, but you need to have a different client application for them. So it is a question that how many platforms will a CMS support in the future. In Wallboard, we are supporting these Android-based Sharp and Philips devices. Also, the communication with the screen is not happening on the HDMI cable that is so fast that when you send out an image, it is immediately there and you can play a video. Just one static image refresh time in this resolution. In this case, this is a 3200 by 1800 pixel resolution e-ink screen. It can take from 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. So it is a very slow SPI communication protocol. So it is not able to play a video. It can only play a static image. What are the pros? It doesn't need to be powered. It can work from a battery, and if it is just one time waking up per day, maybe with one charge up you can run a device for months or for half a year. The cons is if you have to display something dynamic, an image gallery or something, the e-ink device is not good for that. But if you just want to have a device in a bus station and showing where the buses are coming, it will be good. But also a cons is the price, because these devices cost about $1,800, $2,500. So it is not cheap at all. And still they are in the 25, 30 inch category. So it is not a big one. They just appeared on the digital signage market recently. So we will see that how successful they're going to be on this market. Maybe there are use cases where they are absolutely perfect. And of course, there are going to be use cases when they are not so good, firmwares. Since it is under the hood an Android motherboard, of course, there are server upgrades, but this is not something like an OTA automatic update. You have to do it manually, etc. So I don't expect too many firmware releases in the future. And since the browser is also in Android, it will be a headache how to update it, etc. It won't be so easy as you can do it, I don't know, for example, on Windows. I talked about the price. There are e-ink devices in the 7-10 inch category. Those cost something like, I don't know, $100. And there are much, much more expensive devices. So I would put them to the $1,000 plus category, so they are not cheap. Setup of the device, since it is on Android, is not so complicated. You have to connect it to a computer. You have to set up some things. You have to copy your application onto the device and set it up, register it with the 4-digit code. It works like an Android device. It is not a nightmare. The maintenance is a question because this device is sleeping all the day. So you won't be able to remotely access and modify something. It will wake up and turn to the server, to the CMS server, and get the new settings. So it won't be as easy as a online device. And lastly, the availability. I'm sure that Philips and Sharp in these cases will have a global coverage for these devices, so you will be able to get the same device in North America or in Europe and also on other markets. So this is what I wanted to say about the e-ink devices. See you in the next video.